It's Monday. It is May the
18th?
18th.
I got that one off the top
that was
of my
quick.
head.
That was quick. Weather-weenies, Ryan Breton, Alan Holt. And what a weekend.
That was great.
Oh,
huh?
my goodness.
It was like this place just came alive.
It just was nice. Coming off the winter, having a weekend like that where it was just packed with sunshine. Parks were bustling.
And obviously you weren't here last spring, but we had to wait till like mid-June for something like that last spring on a weekend.
Yeah.
Because we had all those rainy weekends. So
I wasn't here, but I was following it.
you couldn't really miss it online.
No. Yeah. I did this golfcation like every year for what? I don't know. 10 years now?
Yeah. And it broke. Did it break that week?
That week.
That was the weekend?
Yeah, it was
I
like
remember it was
perfect
around
when I
Father's
came.
Day.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But I was watching. Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all were having fun with it as much as you could.
As much as you could. That's the key.
Yeah.
And we've got even hotter and more humid weather on the way. Obviously, over the weekend, it really wasn't humid at all. And that's part of the reason why it got so warm yesterday.
It felt so great. I mean, it was just one of those days where you could be active outside. And unless you're doing something like running or like really getting after it somewhere, you weren't really sweating a ton.
I did not run yesterday.
No, yeah.
We ran into each other on Saturday on the same trail. I had just finished up. It was kind of funny.
Yeah, it was gorgeous though. Oh man, I could not stop just oohing and ahhing about how nice it was.
And today was pretty nice too, honestly.
The cool down.
Yeah.
It's not bad. If
you
it's
get
sunny,
sun, that's the
it's
key.
fine.
You just don't want clouds and all day rain.
But the interesting,
issue.
like today, if you were out and about and you were in and out of shade or clouds, and there were a few showers too. But you could go from t-shirt and shorts to maybe hoodie and shorts, but you're fine.
Yeah, and over in New Hampshire, you can already see that the warmth is there, and we basically have a little warm front coming through now, and this is like a summer map with big Bermuda high there.
Yeah, that is I like.
Yeah, me too.
I like. Although I don't like. I know you do. You like the dew point way up.
I do enjoy it.
I liked the weekend level of humor.
And I didn't dislike it. No. But I'm not going to be a complainer, that's for sure.
I'm going to complain.
Yeah.
If the dew points, if it's like 65 or up.
Yeah.
I like it to cool down at night.
Well, that's not going to happen.
I know.
But I enjoy it just because it doesn't happen here that much,
Maybe this is, I think, the analogy here. Your enjoyment of the higher dew point is similar to my enjoyment of this past winter in that I was like, oh, this isn't bad.
Yeah, it's unique
This
to
is
you,
fine.
right?
This is all cool. Like, I'm enjoying, because I haven't been through winter after winter after winter, where I'm sure after a while it gets old.
Sense.
It gets real old, yeah.
And in this case, it's really just 2 days of humidity. Cold front's going to sweep through on Wednesday and take it right out. So naturally, Tuesday night is going to be quite warm.
Yep.
I mean, some places may not drop below 70. I did put the lows in the upper 60.
I wonder what the record high. What's the record high minimum or record low high?
That's.
I think it's record low high.
No. That would be record high low.
Record high low. We get so confused.
Maxi min.
Yeah.
Some people call it that.
Low D high, D high, D low.
Since I demonstrated my skill in looking at this stuff last week.
Super quick.
Let's
what we're talking about is, are we going to be
the
into
record high low for Wednesday is 60.
Oh, we're gonna beat that.
Well, the complication is we could fall below
11:59
by 1 a. It's actually 1 a.m.
It's 1 a.m.
There's this weird standard time thing or whatever we're in, daylight.
Yeah. We're in daylight saving time.
Okay, so it gets shifted an hour, I think, in the summer.
Does it?
Yeah. Well,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
The point being is that front on Wednesday gets it cooler before whatever time the records are going to be shut off.
So this is Tuesday morning, and by that point, the warm front's through. There could be a little fog in the morning on parts of the mid-coast and down east. The models are kind of all over the place, but just conceptually, more humid air coming in. increasing moisture probably is a little low cloudiness and fog. But it looks like we get enough of a west-southwest wind that there could be a run into the low 90s. This model is among the warmest.
Is that the GFS?
This is the graph, actually.
Graph?
That means graph and GFS.
Wow, yeah, both of them are way up.
And they both were quite good with Sunday's temperatures.
They both had low 80s.
Right.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
We'll see. As long as there's enough sun and the storm coverage is as suggested here, we got a shot to hit 90 plus. There will be some pop-up thunderstorms in the afternoon, kind of air mass driven. And it seems like the best chance is kind of up in this zone where our model shows it.
Yeah, we were thinking, Route 2 through Bangor and then sliding into northern down east.
And there's still a chance farther south, but that seems to be the area. The Storm Prediction Center does have shaded in a low-end risk for a severe storm, but
We were curious about why they didn't extend that farther east.
it
Maybe
should
they
go
didn't
like this.
Maybe they didn't want to get like that detailed.
And a lot of times, this is a general outlook.
Yeah.
And, I meant to zoom it out. This is kind of a general outlook. So a lot of times they're just kind of glancing at New England. So they may not know the intricacies that we do.
Yeah.
But the idea is there's a chance for a strong or severe thunderstorm if you get one tomorrow afternoon, but not everybody will get one.
Yeah. That Route 2 to Bangor corridor seems most probable.
I said to Alan, I don't like predicting a high temperature that's 4 higher than the daily record, but that's what we're going with.
If it plays out like yesterday did, the only caveat I would maybe hedge against would be if the humidity really starts to pile in.
I was just going to say, it's not
Yeah.
going to be the same effect as Sunday
yeah.
in that we went what you call super adiabatic. So the lapse rate from the ground
Super
up higher in the
steep. Yeah.
sky was
Yeah.
really high because the air was so dry.
Yeah, it was
and
dry.
because we had that land breeze.
This, though, is a little different.
It is a different sound
Although,
that way.
if you were looking at the model, there was still a pretty stout west flow.
Right.
So if I feel like it's going to be this is how I see it playing out. We hit 90 if the sea breeze fails to activate before like 3 o'clock.
I agree, yeah.
If the sea breeze, though, jumps
Yeah.
in, then it just kind of says...
On occasion, we can get like a 5... tomorrow doesn't strike me as this day, but we can get like a 5 or 6 p.m. high if the sea breeze is battling
really?
all day.
Okay,
and then the
interesting.
wind turns around and just pushes the warmth in.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So that can sometimes happen. But it's one of those days where if you're at the immediate water's edge, you probably have a little sea breeze, and that's especially true on the mid-coast and down east.
Man.
Quickly show you Wednesday. That's when the front's going to come through Wednesday morning. Look at this. I mean, it's super warm.
That
to
looks
start.
like Texas.
Yeah.
For real.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we could get close to 90 again on Wednesday. And then the storm chance is probably somewhat earlier in the day, like midday in the mountains, early to mid-afternoon farther south, and then we should clear by evening. And at that point, the dew points are dropping, drier air is moving in.
And there goes the record high, low.
Yeah,
Chance
that's
out
right.
the window. Yeah.
Thursday, Friday, this high builds in. Both days look pretty good. The question is, does this high hang on through the weekend? It's challenging to say at this point.
This is PFM, pure forecast magic this far out. Yeah. It's
So
just
we'll see.
tough. Yeah.
But that's kind of the message on the weekend. It depends on that high. My hunch is it probably breaks down and we do get some showers, whether it spreads into the whole state or is just southern Maine. I don't know, but I'd rather hedge in that direction.
And even if it plays out Sunday with that high, you've got it just to the east. If it stays east on Monday, it might even tap into some moisture.
Right.
At that point, so
Yeah, so that's why we have showers on both days. It's not a lock, but where it's a holiday weekend, at least kind of want to set the expectations that you should be aware that there may be some rain.
we're gonna have to get the Memorial Day icon up there.
Oh yeah, I forgot to do that. I will do that.
It's always a challenge.
Yeah.
Getting on day 7, the holiday.
I know.
icon. I can't in the morning when I used to work. But my biggest thing would be sometimes I would forget to move it to the day.
Oh, I've done that before.
Yeah, it's like a common
Yep.
weather person thing, but it happens to everybody.
Like if you put it on and then you forget to move
yes,
it to
the next day. Yeah, you look like a complete, ignoramus. But
Right.
But are we done?
Yeah, I think so. There is kind of something for everybody in this forecast.
Yeah.
though.
It's
So
like a good
maybe this
radio
time tomorrow we'll be able to tell you if we broke the record. But, I think we got a good shot.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Yep. Enjoy your humidity.
I will.
Yeah.
You will, when I complain, like in August, just remind everybody of this conversation that I said that I don't mind the humidity, and sometimes I like it. So.
It's fun to talk about.
Yeah.
All right, we're out of here. weather-weenies at newscentermaine.com. If you have any questions, we'll see you next time.